Okay, welcome back live to the first day, Game 4 of Goosebumps Nightmare on Delaware Street tournament.
That's right.
I am Leah.
And I am Grizz, reporting here from the Rollerdome. We're about to go into Game 4, which is going to be North Texas Roller Derby Fighting Unicorns from Denton, Texas, versus Elevated Roller Derby All-Stars from Albuquerque.
Yep, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
That's right.
So let's get into some rosters. First, let's do the officials. NSOs, we have Billow Fights, Sirius Sarah, Stack Trace, Sonar, Peroxide, Scapegoat, Penalty, Ace of Skates, Banandy. And our skating officials are Rockety Roller, Primeval, Lemon Stinger, Thomas the Dank Engine, Arson, Booty Queen, and Sassy Biatch.
And Rockety Roller on that roster is actually just got her 300 game cape, even though we secretly know it's probably closer to around 600 games that she's
absolutely
officiated.
All right, 2.5 minutes left to game. Let's go through the North Texas roster.
All right, looking at our North Texas roster, we have 048 Whammy Jammy, 113 Velocity Raptor, 123 Lady Roo, 13 Alice in Woundherland, 26 Aries, 287 Dolomite, 310 Feisty AF, 311 Crazy Daisy, 314 Brutal Bliss, 4 Puck Off, 51 Mulder and Scully, 55 Riptide, 667 Captain Beelzebetsy, 692 Tombstone Waits, 714 Quick Tripper, 79 Sweet Little Agony, 828 Teapot, 911 Poison Ivy, and 934 Luna Slamgood. And they are coached today by Moth.
Awesome. And in black, we have Elevated Roller Derby All-Stars, starting with number 10, Banff, number 11, Killer Queen, 1226, Rekka, 1313, Horticia Adams, 15, Harley Darlin, 187, Doomdy Doom, 21, Agatha Crispy, 213, Icebox, 248. Oh, just going to scooch past you there. Or scooch. We might say scooch. 321, Rocket, 329, Trip Axel Rose, 34, Fighting Girlfriend, 414, Lost in Your Thighs, 45, Nikki Six Shooter, 484, Gemini, 505, Swear Mary, 80, Meep Meep, 9, Kel's Inferno, 908, Tsunami, and 999, Amanda Jamadinya.
I think some of my favorite derby names were listed in that roster.
Yes.
There's some good ones.
All right, 20 seconds until roller derby starts in theory. What are you expecting from this game?
I think it's going to be a close game.
I hope
and
so.
I'm obviously very super excited to be watching this game. As Leah, you know, North Texas Roller Derby is my home league, where I got to grow up in.
It's your first league.
It is.
Denver's your home league.
I'm so excited to see the growth of all the skaters I've known there, and all the skaters they've brought up during these past years as well. I think this will be a good competitive game. These two have seen each other on the track before, but it's been a minute. So
It has, yeah. Yeah, specifically, 6 years? It's been 6 years.
Yeah.
April of 2018 they played each other.
First jam of the game is on.
We'll have to wait till they get to the turn to see who these jammers are. We're not in the best spot. All right, number 80 out for lead for Elevated first. That is Meep Meep.
And Velocity Raptor for North Texas getting out for their scoring pass. Oh.
Yeah, Meep Meep shutting it down. Came into the pack, knocked a blocker down. So probably feels like a good start for Meep Meep.
Good, strong start for Elevated.
How do these first jams feel? This is like they're like feeling each other out. Not quite looking.
Right. Both
like
teams
they're settled
also in a
yet.
new venue. They both traveled to get here, settling in from some travel as well.
Yeah, I think both teams drove here, right? We're in
Yes.
Denver, Colorado. It still feels like summer here.
Right.
Beautiful day.
And that's going to be Bielsa Betsy for lead for North Texas Roller Derby. And big recycle from Agony from North Texas. Bielsa Betsy sliding through on the outside.
1-0 Banff just got out of the pack, chasing down the North Texas Jammer.
And BZ is going to call it. Be safe and protect those points.
Can you see those numbers? I can't see those numbers.
I cannot see those numbers. Seeing both teams still work through their jammer rotations, getting everyone out on the track for their first jams.
Jammer out first is number 34, Fighting Girlfriend.
That's right. 329 triple axel Rose on Elevated had a great hit out at the start of that jam, which let their jammer keep a good control of lead.
Yep, Fighting Girlfriend left to just kind of pick off a few points at the back there on her own, and she got one point? Yeah, 1 point.
1 point.
We're still working through the first rotation of jammers here, so Elevated has 414 Lost in Your Thighs, who gets out first but is called on a high block, so power jam to North Texas.
Power jam to North Texas, and lead is still open. For North Texas, lead will be assigned to Tombstone Waits.
North Texas kind of hanging back and waiting for their jammer to hit first.
That's right. Some good setup.
And they sweep the inside, and it almost works if it weren't for number 11, Killer Queen, shutting it down on the inside line.
Good defense from number 11.
Oh, I think North Texas tried to ice that jammer there, and unfortunately I didn't time it quite right. 414, Lost in Your Thighs. She got out of the penalty box, so we're going to have a 5-on-5 jam. If you haven't already, please follow. You can share the link to the stream. You can subscribe to us. You can use an Amazon Prime account to subscribe to us if you haven't already subscribed to another Twitch channel.
That's right, and that'll let you do it for free. We got a lot of Derby coming to you the rest of this weekend, and we always love to bring a lot of Derby to you throughout the season, so give us a follow to stay up to date.
8-0 Meep Meep out for lead for Elevated first. I think they've gotten... No, they haven't gotten lead. BZ got lead.
That's Velocity Raptor out there for North Texas jamming. Velocity Raptor really speeding around to that pack, forcing the Elevated jammer to call it off.
Thank you to all of the volunteers that help make these events possible, particularly skating officials, non-skating officials, EMTs, and everyone else who's here volunteering, our announcers, people checking people at the door, everyone checking everybody's COVID tests. Derby couldn't happen without all of these volunteers.
That is right. Thank you for keeping us organized and safe. That's going to be lead jammer for Banff on elevated roller derby. Betsy pushing, almost getting out of the pack, but being recycled right at the top of the apex.
Yeah, knocked out by Nikki Six Shooter. That was some awesome one-on-one blocking at the top there.
Yes, super great awareness of pack. Beezy's out, running around for the scoring pass. Looks like North Texas trying to keep the pack up a little bit. And looks like 3 points are going to be awarded for elevated.
Yeah, good start for elevated so far. They've gotten, I think, more lead jammer calls than Texas so far.
I think so.
Yeah.
Very defensive heavy starts for both teams, though.
Elevated out first, number 34, that's Fighting Girlfriend.
1-3, Malice and Woonterland quickly out for her scoring pass. Ooh, let's see if they were able to call it in time. Looks like North Texas did sneak in 1 point in that last jam.
If you would like to become a sponsor of the Rollerdome, just email sponsorship@denverrollerderby.org. Always looking for more sponsors. We have posters on our wall. We can do stream sponsorships, you name it.
See a strong defensive start from North Texas, using their full defensive power. 7-9 Agony is going to go to the box for multiplayer.
Yeah, these defenses are kind of starting to toughen it up.
Absolutely.
It felt like a jammer kind of start to the game. So Lost in Your Thighs out first, scoring as the North Texas jammer finally escapes.
Got Betsy with the pivot, fighting hard to shut it down, and a great knockout right at the end, forcing the call off.
Betsy playing both positions so far, huh?
Yes. Betsy's mainly been a jammer for her very, very long career, but did do a few stints of pivoting. So maybe we'll get to see her do a little bit of both today. Velocity Raptor up on the jammer line for North Texas. I believe used to be and still is a dual charter skater, also on a WFTA charter with Dallas Derby Devils, as well as a last year's skater for Team Texas. And that's going to be lead for Velocity Raptor in North Texas.
Yeah, Meep has the star off, but gets out. Star stash, not a star pass.
That's right. Smart choice. Ooh, big impact coming in from Velocity Raptor. She's watching the jammer. Good. Going to play it safe and call it off and protect points.
Nice. All right, 19-12 is the score so far. Kind of close-ish. I mean, it just started, but
This is an incredibly close game. I feel like majority of the gameplay we've seen here hasn't gotten too far past turn 1.5.
yeah, kind of what we'd expect. You know, we've got North Texas ranked 37th in the South region, and Elevated ranked 28th in North America West region.
Right.
So, kind of similar levels,
Yes.
rankings-wise.
So that's going to be lead.
Oh, 1-0 Banff got lead and then turned around. Tried to go one-on-one with the North Texas jammer. Ends up pulling a power jam. I didn't see the penalty.
It was a high block that was assigned to the North Texas jammer.
Yeah, I thought, man, that's not paying off. And then it paid off.
It did.
In spades.
It did. So we Elevated setting up for a power jam. Looks like they're going to wait for their jammer. North Texas pack being pushed up the track. Trying to get that bridge in there, but Jammer was able to squeeze through.
Yeah, Elevated was ready for that Jammer coming back out of the box, led by Triple Axel Rose.
Great fight from
and some fancy footwork there right on the outside by Banff, and she's already waiting. Yes, they're already killing time in this game. They're looking to wait and call it off at the last second in order to deny North Texas some more time to work on this points deficit that they have. I mean, we're only 12 minutes into the game.
That's right.
The strategy's already starting.
I love it. I love smart clock control. North Texas has had a great season. Their first game in 2024 was one of their biggest losses of the season against Kansas City at 173-51. But since then, they've had a great season working together and coordinating. And this past September, had one of their strongest wins against Tornado Alley of 228-47.
34 Fighting Girlfriend out first for Elevated. They have lead Jammer and an opportunity to score points for a few seconds here before the North Texas Jammer catches up.
These Elevated Jammers are very smart and aware. They seem to know what the game strategy is, what the coaching calling off strategy is going to be, and very aware and very smart Jammer call-offs happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I think an advantage that Elevated is going to have here, you know, we always talk when teams come to Denver, Colorado, about the elevation, about the difficulty that creates for breathing. And Elevated, actually, they're from Albuquerque, New Mexico. They're at a higher altitude than Denver, Colorado.
That's right.
So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. Oh, North Texas Jammer taking a spill and almost getting caught again, while Lost in Your Thighs is alone to score. And she calls it off.
That's right. Like most games, but I think especially in this game, it's really going to come down to who's able to get that lead first and control the clock and scoring passes.
I think I forgot to talk about the Elevated coaches.
Oh.
I think I didn't say their names. So Elevated is coached by Agony, Captain Crush, Rowe, and Kells. Kells is normally a skater, but she's injured for this game.
Glad to have him still on the bench. Great reform and recycle by that defensive wall from Elevated, but Malice and Bunterland able to find the tiniest hole and squeak by. Meep Meep had the star off, but North Texas can go ahead and call it off.
Yeah, I think that might have been just a little bit of confusion about where the Jammer went.
Yeah. In a game like this, when you know it's going to be close and you need to save points, never a horrible idea to play it safe and call it off.
Mm-hmm. All right, on the Skate Rats jam line, we have Banff for Elevated, and I can't identify the...
They're going to go to the box.
692 has a penalty. That's Tombstone Waits. And Banff has lead.
Let's see. See North Texas trying to keep up away from their offense.
Elevated sweeping the inside, and it works beautifully.
It was a great bait and sweep. That Jammer did a great job not getting too stuck in that pack. Really great coordination. They're signaling to their wall. North Texas is able to keep that contact on the Jammer, but really being pushed up too. We have Tombstone Waits back on the track, star in hand, working on her initial. while Banff makes it around for another scoring pass. And that was a star pass, making 667 Bielsa-Betsy, our North Texas jammer, still working on initial. Oh, great little apex jump from Banff. Such a small space and landed great in bounds.
Harley Darlin fighting hard, pivot versus pivot after the star pass, trying to keep Bielsa-Betsy in.
Nice. Great knockout at the end from Tombstone Waits, forcing the call off.
We have a comment from Danger in the chat. Fighting Girlfriend is also an official.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's some smart, you know what?
Officiating makes for smart skaters.
Exactly, it does.
That's for sure. And there's another official. There's an NSO in this game, Peroxide. You've already seen her play roller derby today. She was playing for Black Rose.
That's right.
Team timeout for North Texas.
All right. In our venue today, we have one of our great sponsors, Skate Rats. Skate Rats Skate Shop is located in downtown Loveland, and has been loving this return of roller derby in real time. They've been a proud longtime sponsor of Denver, and is your one-stop shop for all things skates. Check out their website, go visit their shop in Loveland, and if you're in Denver and in the venue this weekend, they are here to take care of all your skate needs, all your gear needs, anything you might need. Thanks, Skate Rats.
Thighs officiates too. So, yeah. And Thighs is jamming for Elevated. 414.
I see Velocity Raptor out on the Skate Rats jam line once again. North Texas, I think, really trying to play a competitive roster for this game. They are here to do work. Great fight from Velocity Raptor. Those elevated blockers just so dynamic at reforming together. Oh.
Yes. And multiplayer block called on Amanda Jamadinya, who you might recognize. Yes, that is the same Amanda Jamadinya from Rocky Mountain Roller Girls at the time, Rocky Mountain Roller Girls, and Bay Area Derby, and Team USA from like back in the day, 2010 times.
That is quite a resume.
Yes, yes. And rocking the like Bay Area looking
That's
helmet.
Right, that
there.
helmet.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have him in here today. I see blocker 5'5" Riptide coming out on the track for North Texas. Riptide used to be a skater for the North Texas junior team, North Texas Fallout, until they recently aged up in the past couple years and have been skating with the Fighting Unicorns. Jam is on.
Fancy footwork on the outside line to get lead there for North Texas.
Absolutely. Lead's going to be for Malice and Bunterland.
And Lost in Your Thighs, fighting the way right through the middle to get out and try to chase down the North Texas jammer.
Nice little one-legged getting those couple last points.
Who do we have on the Skate Rats jam line right now?
Skate Rats jam line for North Texas is 667 Bielsa-Betsy. And for Elevated, we have...
that's Meep Meep.
Oh!
80 Meep Meep.
Thank you.
Timeout. Team timeout to North Texas.
And actually, I think that was 1-0 Banff we saw out there with the star.
Oh.
No, never mind. There were two. We'll see which one they play at the start of the jam.
Okay, are you craving a slice of heaven? Look no further than Jet's Pizza with their signature deep dish crust, fresh ingredients, and mouth-watering toppings. Every bite is a delicious adventure. Whether you're a fan of classic pepperoni, veggie-loaded goodness, or the famous Jet's triple cheese, we've got something for everyone. Thank you, Jet's Pizza. I think they donated food for our officials this weekend.
That's right. They did donate some pizza for our officials. Thank you, Jets Pizza.
So I talked to Elevated before the game, and they told me that it is Doom to Doom's birthday.
Oh.
So happy birthday, Doom.
Happy birthday, Doom.
I think that's an inside joke, but I'm going to still say it.
Wait, that it's their birthday? Or
I don't know. Everybody seemed to be...
It's like every time they go to a restaurant, someone has to tell the waiter it's their birthday.
I think it's some... I don't know. I don't know. It was funny to everyone.
Some great defensive work from North Texas blockers. I see 3-1-1 Crazy Daisy. And funny enough, Crazy Daisy's child on the outside, Arson, making sure there are no forearms happening.
Oh, okay.
Keeping their mom in check.
All right, and BZ has the hat off, looking for a way out of the pack, or at least trying to get the star out of the pack.
That's right. Elevated looking to the bench for some direction, then going in for the hit. And that's a star pass from North Texas. Off to Whammy Jammy, I think Whammy Jammy.
Yeah, Elevated is I mean, they're elevated. They're an elevated team. They're also a coordinated team. Like, this jammer keeps looking at the bench. Like, they are on the same page.
Absolutely. Yeah, beyond the physical skills we're seeing on the track, really picking up on how smart these players are and how in tune they are with whatever their strategy is for this game.
So it's a 4-0 jam. We're up to 62-20, about 20 minutes in to the game so far.
That's right.
So we're pretty settled into this game, and
still seeing a lot of heavy defense from both teams, and again, really keeping it slow, quick jams. Not seeing too much gameplay outside of the first turn.
Yeah, I guess you'd love to see that if you're a blocker.
I mean, I love to see that as a blocker. That's going to be lead for 1-0 Banff for Elevated. Ooh, and good footwork from Tombstone Waits from North Texas.
Just barely avoided a huge hit from Gemini. That could have been devastated. Gemini is a aged-up junior from a couple years ago, and they usually jam. Okay. She usually jams, and she's blocking, I think, this game because of like the injuries that they've had.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they needed to strengthen up their blocker rotation.
Okay.
So they're having Gemini block.
You know, another really good sign, I think, of a team with really smart and kind of seasoned skaters, those who are really able to flip-flop between positions on the fly.
Mm-hmm. Fighting girlfriend, fighting on the outside line.
That's right. Really good job trying to push up on that North Texas defense. Really getting that defense out of position. Velocity Raptor is going to be lead for this jam for North Texas, with Elevated falling quickly behind. See if we can get some points.
Oh.
Looks like they're going to choose to run it.
Yeah.
Velocity Raptor still fighting through. And Fighting Girlfriend making it away. And Velocity Raptor going to call it.
Well, yeah, a 4-3 jam there for North Texas. Had lead, but they got beat on points. Unfortunately, they didn't call it off in time. Who's on the jam line? We've got Lost in Her Thighs.
That's right.
For Elevated.
So you can't quite see. And that's going to be lead. Quickly followed by Malice and Wunderland coming around for that initial. Or coming around for the scoring pass, excuse me.
Thighs is coming in, has some offense on the outside. Scores, looks like a couple points. We'll see.
Nice.
2 points.
Yes. Good block from Aries on the outside line for North Texas, forcing the jammer to call it off.
So Elevated has played a lot of games this year. They've played 9 games. They're 7-2. They played 4 teams from Colorado.
Wow.
So a bunch of them in Colorado.
Okay.
Fort Collins, Boulder A, Boulder B, and Pikes Peak.
That's all of the Derby teams. And I think we will see Elevated play.
Oh, they should play Rocky.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I think later this week we'll see them play standbys or layovers. All right. Good defense from both teams. And a forearm being assessed to
On
the elevated
jammer. Meep going to the box.
Great offense from Dolomite. Got a high block being assessed to number 213 Icebox.
North Texas has lead. We'll see what they do with this power jam.
A little bit of escape mix-up. Dolomite's doing some great offense out there in this jam, making some great holes for their jammer. And then right back to defense, knocking it out. Good job, Dolomite.
North Texas's lead, they're deciding to call it off after scoring 1 point on that last pass. So is that 5 for the jam?
It looks like 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 5-0.
It's a good start. Try to break down this lead that Elevated has.
That's right.
Danger says that Elevated plays the standbys first game tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So they'll be up to 5 different teams from Colorado that they've played in 1 year.
That's amazing. They need a T-shirt or a coffee mug or something.
Yeah, I bet it's because they love our green chili more than the New Mexico green chili.
They're fighting words. Careful.
All right, Banff out first for lead.
Beelzebub's still fighting through with star in hand. Oh, smart footwork, smart track awareness, great footwork from Banff right there.
Yeah, that was an interesting little tap dance happening there. And Beezy headed to the box, I think, with the star. So this is a power jam. Elevated playing a lot of offense, and that was almost a beautiful move by that jammer, but a beautiful hit there by the North Texas blocker, number 79, Agony.
That's right. Agony's been with North Texas since maybe the beginning of time in the league for sure. She's a great teammate to have out there on the track. I'm so happy to see her today. And Beelzebub's back on the track. Making it through on the inside.
Yeah, these Elevated blockers are doing a lot this jam. They've got Doom out there, Amanda Jamadinya.
That's right.
Let's see, Harley Darlin.
Another great moment from Banff, really demonstrating their cohesiveness and awareness with pack play and strategy. Really well-timed call-off. I appreciate teams who, really come in with the intention and stick to that intention and strategy as long as it keeps working. And got Velocity Raptor out on the track.
Yeah, going up against the 2 recently aged up juniors on Elevated there, Gemini and Tsunami.
That's right. Oh, and almost made it out. Recycled by their pivot. It was a great recycle from the Elevated pivot.
Gemini.
Is that Gemini? Oh,
yeah, Gemini.
Yeah, great work.
Gemini and Tsunami still making it very hard for the North Texas Jammer. This is Gemini's 2nd season in Adult Derby and Tsunami's 1st season in Adult Derby.
And some great inside sweep offense we saw. And again, we see this display of really good, cohesive pack and clock control.
Yeah, I'll probably have to apologize for that green chili comment. I was talking to a couple of the elevated skaters, and I know some of them are like literally from near that Hatch Valley where you just go out into the fields and pick the peppers, where the Hatch peppers are from.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very real thing.
We appreciate you, New Mexico.
I think that's going to be an official review from Elevated. Or maybe North Texas. Let's see. Can't tell if it's an official review or an official timeout. Shout out to our sponsor, Kind Bags, who is in the building this weekend. Whether you're heading back to work, hitting the gym, or enjoying a weekend of adventure, Kind Bags has the perfect match for your lifestyle. Choose from a range of sizes, colors, and styles that reflect your unique personality. You can also get a discount code at kindbags.com. Use code KIND20 for 20% off your first order. And I actually have my Kind bag with me today.
Yeah, it's a little bit slightly confusing, so let's be sure to say that.
Oh, did I say something wrong?
No, KYNDBAGS.com.
Yes.
So it's spelled with a Y for the website, and that code for 20% off is spelled with an I.
Oh,
so it's
thank you.
KIND20 to get 20% off Kind Bags. And yes, you
Thank you.
use that bag all the time, don't
I
you?
do. It's beautiful.
Yep.
And it says Denver roller derby on it. Oh, another strong defensive start from both teams. Great job from Teapot closing that seam all the way to the outside.
Yeah, Malice in Wonderland out first, ahead of Thighs. Thighs just half a track behind, trying to catch up.
Ooh.
North Texas taking full advantage to get a 4-0 jam. Well, it looks like a 4-0 jam. Let's see.
And great offense from North Texas. Malice in Wonderland was able to just kind of scooch on by on the outside untouched, call it off after those 4 points.
Hey, Grizz, did you know that 2 of our NSOs in this game are from Iceland?
They are?
Yes. Scapegoat and Penalty.
That's amazing.
They're here from Iceland.
Are they here with a team or just here?
Well, Zurich is here. I don't think they're with Zurich. I don't know. I was just told they're from Iceland.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We've got some international folks on that house today.
Oh yeah, by the way, that official review was just being used as a timeout. There was no review going on. So we're down to like 30 seconds-ish left in this half. And we've got Meep Meep working on a power jam right now because
Tombstone Waits headed to the box. I think I saw a cut signal. I'm not sure. Aries doing some great bridging, keeping that pack control with Whammy. As Puckoff and Crazy Daisy do a great 2-wall fight up front.
That's such a bad feeling as a blocker on the offensive side there to just be kind of waiting, But it's like the smartest thing to do.
That's right.
In that situation in particular, but
and another good display.
But it feels bad.
That's right. But it does show their understanding of that pack control, right? Wanting to push them out.
Yeah. So we're at halftime. Score is 92-33 in favor of Elevated over North Texas, 15-minute intermission, and we'll be back in a little less than 15 minutes.
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Get some snacks.
Yep. Okay, welcome back to the first day of Goosebumps Nightmare on Delaware Street, hosted by Denver Roller Derby at the Rollerdome in Denver, Colorado. We have North Texas versus Elevated roller derby. Currently, the score is 92-33 in favor of Elevated. What are we expecting? I'm Leah, and I'm here with Grizz. Grizz, what are we expecting in the second half here?
The first half, we saw both teams really demonstrating real strong defense, as well as specifically from Elevated, very clear, meticulous, calculated kind of call-offs for clock management. I'm curious to see if North Texas changes their offensive approach at all as they go into second half. And maybe even, I know they have a lot of versatile blockers and jammers, so who knows, they could maybe do some creative options there as well.
Yeah, that's like a big, there's like small adjustments you can make, and then one of the bigger adjustments you could make is like, hey, let's switch this blocker and this jammer.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of adjustments they make here in the second half. It's a big score ratio, but 60 points is not that much.
Not at all.
Last time these two teams played, it was 2018. April 2018, and the score was 255-153 in favor of Elevated.
That's a score gap.
Yeah, I don't know how many of these, how many skaters skated who are skating today skated in that game.
Right.
6 years is a long time in derby world.
It is. You asked me if they ever played Elevated, and I said no, and I likely played in that game you just listed.
You don't remember the score?
I don't ever remember the score.
All right, here we go. Jammers coming back out to the Skate Rats jam line, but only one because North Texas is starting in the box.
That's right. I think we have Tombstone Waits starting in the box for North Texas. They're still sitting, so...
Yep, Stack Trace giving the signal for 5 seconds, so we are go.
Jam is on. And Banff able to squeeze by on the outside. The offense was able to just kind of be a distraction and help their jammer through. Tombstone Waits back on the track with
a
cover
beautiful
in hand.
apex jump, and as she is signaling to her bench how proud of it she was, and her bench is proud of her too.
The crowd really loved that one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, great offense. I think that was 909. Some wonderful offense right there at the end for their jammer.
908 Tsunami.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, this is their first year in adult derby. Yeah, amazingly smooth jam to start off for Banff and Elevated roller derby.
Yeah, watching Elevated and how coordinated they are, I would be curious to know how many, what their yield retention is over some years, because they play very well together, this team.
Yeah. They've got a few skaters from Las Cruces who are, kind of like doing double duty with Las Cruces. I know Las Cruces is, I guess, getting recombobulated.
Right.
And trying to get their stuff together. And in the meantime, these skaters are skating here, and they must be fitting in because it seems like Elevated has a coordinated way of playing roller derby.
Yes. Absolutely. Let's see what blocker that was. Harley Darlin had a great hit out here over on turn 1 to Velocity Raptor. Big recycle.
There's some big hits happening at the front of this pack. Fighting Girlfriend trying to fight her way out of the pack up at the top. She's already lead. They're scoring points. 4 points on that pass, and getting the signal to keep going from their third base coach. I mean, their coaches are on top of this. The skaters pay attention to the coaches. It's
That's
great.
right. Got a minor collision. Velocity Raptor trying to get that star through to Whammy Jammy. Was able to cause enough of a distraction to sneak by. Good job.
The fake out worked.
That's right. Let's see. We got Fighting Girlfriend coming around the pack. And going to call it off before North Texas can score.
Yeah, looks like Elevated is their strategy is waste time. I mean, we saw that strategy like very early in the game.
Right.
It was like 12 minutes in,
Absolutely.
and they're trying to make sure that they waste time, which, it's a good strategy
Yeah.
when you're winning.
Yep. And looks like we're having an official timeout. Going into an official timeout.
Yeah, so thank you to our sponsor, Sisu. Designed with athletes in mind, say goodbye to the old, bulky mouth guards. Talk, breathe, and drink easily with Sisu. Ultra lightweight and super comfortable, this is the only mouth guard you need.
I was just talking to X. They've got those newer ones.
The 3D ones?
Yeah, the 3D ones.
Yeah, that's my jam.
Yeah,
I have two of those.
agree. That's been a great choice. But they have them over at the Skate Rats booth right now. If you haven't tried out the 3D Sisus, they're a little thinner, got some good shape, but still full protection.
It's the same amount of protection,
right.
but it starts out shaped like a mouth guard, which is very convenient
it's
for
very
when, you're,
convenient.
when you're molding them.
Yeah, I'm too chaotic to.
Also, let's just remind everyone to donate to relief for Hurricane Helene. Big sort of disastrous hurricane on the East Coast, and I know a lot of us. I know people there. I lived in North Carolina for a while.
Yes.
So if you can donate to the I think the Red Cross is kind of like a safe fish organization to donate to.
Good centralized one.
But a derby one is Blue Ridge Roller Derby. They were hit very hard. Asheville, I think, is like the hardest hit area, and
yes.
So Blue Ridge Roller Derby. If you just go search on the internet, you could find Blue Ridge Roller Derby's GoFundMe page.
Yes, on their socials.
Yes, and donate to them, because I think I heard a lot of their skaters lost gear.
Yes.
And probably a lot more than gear, because there's so much flooding there.
Yeah, if your league has equipment, gear, money, time, things to offer, we hope you do.
Still in this official timeout.
Looks like they are discussing. I'm not sure. Did you see anything that?
No.
I didn't either.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure what they're talking about. The clock seems to be running smoothly, so not a clock issue. Oh, and I see a little bit of dancing started out there, as is likely to happen. I just learned a fun fact about Denton, Texas.
Okay.
Despite living in that area and going to college there for a while, I didn't know that Denton, Texas is the Halloween capital of Texas.
Of Texas.
Of Texas.
Okay.
They do a great Halloween everything there on the square. It's great. All right. Looks like end of the official review. And we have our tournament head official over here. Looks like they were officials taking a timeout to discuss and remind and review kind of the rules and policies of skaters making contact with officials. As we know, that's not allowed, but does happen from time to time due to natural gameplay. And those kind of penalties can be things that remove you from a game, but that is also at ref's discretion.
Yeah, so Malice in Wonderland got lead over Thighs and came into the pack, managed to not score any points, so that's a 0-0 jam. We're sitting at 108 to 33 going into jam 4.
North Texas with a strong defensive back start. He yells at Betsy, pushing through. Ooh, great catch by Crazy Daisy.
Meet Meep out first, but not far behind is Beezy.
Also a long-term seasoned skater with North Texas. It's like a little bit of a late hit, but lots of high fives from each team getting up, so love to see that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard. You got the momentum going, and that whistle is.
There's so many jams that are just limited to one scoring pass. Some 4-0, some 1-0, some 1-1s, and it just feels like North Texas. The score being 108 to 34 is just a little bit tough for them because it's like their jammers are getting out of the packs.
Right. Yeah, Elevated just, again, really coordinated, really smart, getting their points, calling it.
Yeah, there you go. Banff out first.
Yep.
Just a small little lead over North Texas.
Yeah.
So they're going to have another opportunity to try to score a couple of points here.
I didn't look at the score during the halftime, but I'd be really curious to see some big hits there right at the end.
Yeah, big knockout hit there by Quick Tripper.
Looks like everyone is up and headed back to their bench, which is a great sign.
Who do we have on the Skate Rats jam line?
I see Velocity Raptor 113 for North Texas. I can't quite see the number of the Elevated jammer. Might be Girlfriend.
Yeah, it's 34. Fighting Girlfriend.
Yeah.
North Texas just making a clean little pass on the outside line and a clean star pass.
Whammy trying to go for that.
Star pass to Gemini. Let's see if North Texas is going to try to run it on Gemini. And they do not.
Play it safe and call it. Yeah, Bielsa-Betsy really doing double duty work today. Rotating in between pivoting and jamming. Mm-hmm. She is also a cross-country marathon runner, so that's no surprise of her endurance. She's an incredible athlete. Ooh.
Wow, lead jammer assigned to Thighs, but Thighs is still stuck. Oh, wait, did they take
I think
it away?
I just saw the jammer.
Jam ref took that away. Yep.
Yeah, sweet little agony from North Texas. Recycling that Elevated jammer, but then...
So Thighs is on a power jam now.
That's right, and they did go back and get reassigned lead.
Amanda Jamaninia is going one-on-one there to try to help her jammers.
That's right. One thing I've seen North Texas execute almost perfectly each time is that bridge. Rather it's a quick in the moment or like a slowly kind of bleeding out. They've got a real good knowledge and awareness when they bridge out.
All right, so Thighs puts up another scoring pass.
See Beezy talking to her jammers, about to come back in the box.
AJ leading the way with some offense. The Elevated is ready for this North Texas jammer.
That's right. Doom-de-Doom doing, Doom-de-Doom. Some very strong, solid offense on that outside line. That North Texas jammer really pushing up on them.
And a big apex jump there by Thighs.
Beautiful.
Huge jam for Thighs so far.
Yes. I don't have any stats, but I would assume this may be one of their top jammers in this game. The skater taking took a fall.
Little bit of time to get up there.
So they were able to.
Hope everything's okay.
Looks like BZ did take that star pass, was able to get it out of the pack, which forced Elevated to call it off.
We've got Meep Meep out there on the Skate Rats jam line. Going up against, I can't tell.
Let's see. I think that is Malice in Wonderland.
Malice.
Yeah.
Malice fighting so hard here up against Tsunami and Gemini and Axel. Oh,
It's like a high
a
block.
high block called on Malice, so it's a power jam for Meep Meep.
Really great plugging work from Whammy Jammy up top. And a North Texas blocker reporting to the box on a multiplayer.
Meep Meep seemed like she was waiting on a little bit of offense, but the sweep is coming after she hits.
That's right. And that was a great sweep. And set right back up for defense. Oh, Malice finding some holes and pushing through. Great work, great work. Big pushing, love it. And that's going to be their initial. All right, looks like Elevated's going to keep North Texas at 0, but they were able to get their blocker out of the box, which is going to be a good, better start for North Texas.
Skate Rat's Jam Line is going to have Bamp for Elevated.
And for North Texas out on the Skate Rat's Jam Line, we have 692 Tombstone Weights. But first, we're going to head into a timeout called by Elevated.
Yeah, Great Divide Brew Company is a brewery of great character, making remarkable beer while being active in the community, partly by supporting us here at the Rollerdome. Yeah, I mean, we sell Great Divide beer.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if we're lucky, we have the Great Divide Yeti, I think, appear from time to time.
Yes.
I think I've been in that costume before. Once again, a huge shout out to all of our officials and volunteers here this weekend. Thank you for keeping us in line and keeping us safe, and especially to our EMTs and medics. Thank you for being here and watching out for us.
Rockety got married.
That's right.
Yeah, Rockety, our head ref, just got married so recently. Was it last weekend?
It was the weekend of Thin Air Throwdown. Like, that's why she wasn't
yes.
here. She was like, sorry, I'm busy getting married. All right, and timeout has ended. Slow start. Both jammers trying to read the walls. Good rotation from North Texas. That's going to be lead for Tombstone Weights.
And a power jam for North Texas. I think it's a high block.
The star was in hand, so I don't know if maybe there was a star pass trying to happen. Oh, Tombstone Weights able to get out for 4 points. So North Texas sets up their offense.
Oh, and a big hit there by number 45, Nikki Six Shooter.
That's right. Looks like that was going to end in a penalty, though. I don't
resulted
see.
in a penalty. Yeah.
And great work from Teapot after that hit, keeping the recycle down to a minimum. All right.
Banff making her way through the pack, out on her, starting a scoring pass. Let's see if North Texas wants to go long on this one, or if they're just going to call it, and they call it.
Good work, good work. They were able to freeze a elevated blocker in the box. 4-5, I believe. Nikki Six Shooter.
Yeah, Nikki Six Shooter made that big hit.
That's right, that's right.
Which...
And we have an official timeout. Looks like our penalty box timers and our PTLTs, just making sure we're all in line with all our data points and stats. That penalty box paperwork is no joke, and neither is that PTLT paperwork. It's a lot to catch and manage and document while you are right in the middle of some crazy derby.
Check out Skate Scooties, engineered for stability. This patent pending wheel
That's crazy.
locker design lets you commute over rough terrain, practice tricks and footwork, or just feel more confident in sketchy places.
I love that. As much as I love skating, I am not a fan of skating outside because, you know, there's a lot of sketchy places. Have you
Yeah.
seen those scooties?
Yeah.
They're pretty
Yeah.
cool. They fully lock your wheels down so you can you have like a built-in tennis shoe essentially with your skate.
Yeah. And very easily removable.
Yes, yeah, super easy. Super smart product. I love that.
Yeah, I've skated in some sketchy places.
Looks like we're. Oh, nope. Was the jammer starting in the box at the end of that jam?
No, they just put a jammer in the
Okay.
box. They put Banff in the box for elevated, so it's a North Texas power jam.
Let's go. Ooh, big hits from that defense.
Oh, Banff was supposed to serve 2 penalties, but there was a little bit of communication error
Gotcha.
there. So Banff is back in the penalty box to serve the second penalty that she received in the last jam.
And North Texas did a great job capitalizing on this power jam, was able to get lead and working on that first scoring pass now. Looks like they're going to default to some pack control to help their jammer while getting ready for defense. That worked great. Great plan, North Texas. Oh, and great line work from Velocity there on turn 3. Some jammer on jammer action.
Yeah, a little bit of one-on-one.
Gotta love it. Yes. Banff is our jammer. Star in hand. Yeah, jammer on jammer action does not have to stay within pack.
Okay, 5-2 on that jam in favor of North Texas because they did start with power jam.
They did. They did a great job.
On the Skate Rats jam line, we've got Fighting Girlfriend for elevated.
I believe that might be Malice and Wunderland.
I think that's Malice.
There we go.
Yep, Malice out for lead.
Fighting Girlfriend right behind. Let's see what North Texas is going to do. They're trying to fight for the top. Great choice.
Yeah,
great
all those
choice.
points are in the back there for North Texas
That's
to get.
right. Big collision, big impact. And a call off. All of our skaters
And everybody's getting up.
getting up.
Going
Love
to the
it,
bench.
love it, love
Wanted
it,
to see
love
that.
it. All right, we got Puck Off, Whammy Jammy, and Dolomite coming out to the track as our blockers for North Texas, and Tombstone Waits on the Skate Rats jam line. Our North Texas jammer.
Versus Lost in Your Thighs.
This will be a good one. One North Texas blocker starting in the box, Teapot. And again, these really strong, solid defensive starts from both teams. Great hit out from Dahl.
Oh, huge hit from Amanda Jamininha at the front of the pack to keep North Texas in and prevent lead.
Some tricky pack things going on, but everyone's keeping under control and check. Great, smart playing. Great pocketing we're seeing from North Texas. Teapot back in the action.
And Thighs out first for elevated.
I think that's the hardest I've had to see that jammer work for lead in this game.
Yeah.
North Texas getting a better job, getting a read on the other team.
Yeah, I think both teams have figured out how to shut down these lines. The
think
jammers
so.
have had a lot of success
Yes.
running down the lines and using their fancy footwork, and I think that the blockers shutting down those lines is what's keeping these jammers in the pack longer.
Absolutely. Elevated, going to start the jam with Harley Darling in the box as the pivot. And I see Bielsa Betsy on the skate ratch jam line. Big hit out and recycle.
Yep. Meep out first.
And North Texas pivot has gone to the box. Bielsa Betsy has the star in hand to cause some confusion. And it works, so she gets through for her initial. We've seen Velocity Raptor out on the skate ratch jam line a lot this game, but right now she's going to wear the pivot and start this next jam in the box. Another fun fact about Velocity Raptor is I'm pretty sure she used to be like a really competitive, good wrestler in high school.
Wrestler?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like super into wrestling, yeah. I love hearing people's athletic backgrounds.
Banff and Malice on the skate ratch jam line. In jam 14, this game has flown past. There's only 12 minutes left.
That's wild. Oh, more fancy footwork. Oh.
It's a forearm.
Oh, forearm.
Yeah, I think that was one of those using the forearm to keep yourself in bounds.
I was too busy looking at the cool feet. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, so many people do that. They look at the cool feet.
Oh, great work from Malice. Oh, but a big hit on that outside to recycle her back.
Yeah, that's Killer Queen saving the day.
That was a great hit out. Malice going to be down again. North Texas is going to work to make sure they don't recycle her too far back. They're watching that penalty box. They know. Yep. Jammer for elevated Banff back on the track. Star in hand. And Malice is going to call it.
Yeah, Beezy out there pivoting again.
She's a great pivot.
Skate Ratch Jam Line has Fighting Girlfriend and Tombstone Weights.
Great defensive start. Fighting Girlfriend able to squeeze by on that inside line. North Texas is also doing a great job to be reset. Let's see, Pack. Great work from Teapot there. It's going to be a direction for 714 on North Texas. Quick tripper.
Yeah, a couple blockers going to the box one from each team. So it's still even out there. Fighting Unicorn, fighting at the top of the pack. That's the second scoring pass.
Oh, and that was just the coolest, sneakiest pass. You couldn't tell if it was going to be offense, it was going to be a pass. And it was a pass. That was great. Love it, love it, love it. Good work from both teams. You know, and both these teams really do seem like they're having a lot of fun out there.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if we're not doing that, what's the point?
Official review, white. So North Texas. We'll find out what that's about. Do you have any guesses?
Ooh. I don't. Do you?
No.
I don't either. No. Yeah, the only penalty called, I don't... You know, there was a penalty. A direction was assessed to quick tripper, blocker. I don't know if they would be reviewing that.
Well, let's do a shout out to 888, revolutionizing roller derby safety with cutting edge helmet technology and unrivaled fit options. Stay protected with 888.
And of course, 187 killer pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best. 187, the Pro Derby knee from 187 Killer Pads brings patented features, unmatched ergonomic fit, and industrial strength materials. Thank you, 888 and 187 for your sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like officials are discussing whatever it was that North Texas brought to them. I do see our tournament head official out there, so we will likely get some report back of their whisperings.
So if you haven't yet, please follow us on Twitch. We're going to be here all weekend. Got more games tomorrow, more games tonight.
Yep. You know, and if you've enjoyed the live stream tournaments we've brought to you from Denver Roller Derby this season, I think we're planning to do a lot more of that next year. So give us a follow on our Denver socials as well, so you can tune in for some cool derby. That's, I think, one thing I really appreciate about our league and having such a good membership and a well-rounded skaters. Really gives us an opportunity to provide some skating opportunities and tournaments and spaces kind of all across the board.
Yeah. I like that we're streaming like all of our events now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you like streaming these events, feel free to visit our denverrollerderby.com and throw us a few bucks to donate so we can keep up this cool equipment to bring you stuff. They did not retain the official review in North Texas. We don't know what the official review was, but we did hear that they did lose it.
All right, 9 minutes left in this game. A little more than 9 minutes. The score is 157 to 61.
And I heard back from our tournament head official, North Texas was trying to get a forearm call on the opposing jammer, but no officials had eyes on it, so the no call stands. I'll give a special shout out to Thomas the Dank Engine out there officiating. You might be able to spot him with his little red elbow pads and knee pads. But he is our head official liaison here at Denver Roller Derby and does so much work to educate our skaters and our officials so we can keep bringing good derby here in Denver. Thanks, Dank.
Yeah, both teams electing to do 4 defense here. A lot of quick start. Oh, that was almost a very slick star pass there.
That's right. Meep Meep did get lead for this jam. And we have 1-3 Malice headed to the box as the jammer.
Yes.
North Texas setting up.
Yeah, this has been North Texas's MO, is for the jammer to hit first,
right,
throw in a sweep, especially on the apex, on the inside line. It's been very successful for them.
Yes, elevated, yes.
Elevated, yes.
The elevated jammer, Meep Meep, making some direct eye contact with the box and then calling it off.
But not in time.
Not quite in time.
Yeah, because North Texas freed their jammer. Malice is out. So it's going to be an even 5-on-5 start for the next jam.
All right. We have all the creative options now.
100-point lead now. Elevated over North Texas.
That's right.
106. On the Skate Rats jam line is Banff versus Tombstone Waits.
That's right.
Heavy defense on both sides. Everybody playing defense or bridging. And lead jammer for Banff after a lot of hard work to get through that defense.
That's right. Tombstone Waits still trying to fight through the pack for North Texas on their initial. Oh, and they will be issued a cut.
Power jam for Elevated. Last thing North Texas needed.
That's right.
Was a power jam against them in the last 10 minutes of this game.
And this is a tricky part of the track to be on for this power jam. Ooh, great hit out by Dahl.
Yeah, and North Texas neutralized that offensive sweep that was coming in. And it was going to be a big hit from Gemini, and they just completely countered it and shut it down, which is very impressive.
Dolomite's a super skilled skater. She's got a strong ballet background, actually, so really immense footwork along with just solid, strong work. So, yeah, if there's going to be someone out there to stop you, it's going to be Dahl.
All right, Power Jam start for Elevated. That is Fighting Girlfriend.
All right.
And then getting some help from her whole team.
Some big tumbles.
Yeah.
Oh,
and a Power Jam going the other way.
That's right. It was a forearm call on Fighting Girlfriend for Elevated. Ooh, a little fancy kick out there. From Tombstone Weights, I think that is.
Yeah, Tombstone Weights.
And that's going to be lead for North Texas in this jam. And a Power Jam. Let's see. North Texas did a good job forcing the opposing wall into the apex.
Yeah.
See if they can capitalize on that.
Yeah, the Elevated defense is just covering the whole track beautifully.
Yes.
Even with the North Texas offense.
Right.
They're reacting to where the jammer is and just kind of shrugging off that offense.
Super great, super dynamic, able to reform. Love it. And that's the call off from Tombstone Weights.
Get your game on with Collectivum Sports. Whether you're hitting the field, court, or gym, CVM Sports has got top-notch gear and apparel to keep you at the top of your game. Check out cvmsports.com for all of your roller derby apparel needs.
I have loved that jersey.
They're good jerseys. Yes.
They're real pretty. That color pigmentation's real nice.
Yeah, most of our teams are on those jerseys right now, and
yes.
They're not as they're way more breathable.
Oh, so breathable.
than a lot of other jerseys that I've used.
Very breathable. I like the straps. Straps are nice. They have a lot of different cut sizes as well. They've got all the options for you.
Yeah, can't say enough about it. I know finding your jerseys for your team is like a big.
Yes.
It's a big thing.
It's a task.
It's a whole problem.
It is. Check out CVM. They might be right for y'all.
Yeah.
We are in a, let's see, timeout for Elevated. Stack Trace out there just super nailing the hand signals. I 100% always know what's happening.
Danger has the most NSO comment on the new jerseys, which is that they don't roll up and you can see the numbers.
That's another great point. They don't roll up. You're right.
Yeah.
I love that. And then as an official, you aren't having to fight to see people's numbers, and as a skater, you aren't getting weird penalties you didn't want to get.
Yeah. Or how disruptive it is when they can't quite get your number out.
Right.
Like they've blown a whistle and then
right.
And then you don't hear a number for a minute.
Right. And you're like, I need to get to the box to serve my penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good all around.
It's great. Speaking of great all around, let's look at this defense. Velocity Raptor fighting to the top of the pack.
Amanda jamming in, you getting a direction penalty headed to the box, but her jammer gets out at the same time, so maybe one of those kind of worth it penalties.
Kind of hashtag worth it, yeah. Sometimes.
Whoa!
Oh my God. I loved everything about that. That
amazing.
Jump was great.
Yeah, Dolomite just knocking thighs right out of the sky.
Right.
That was such a high jump.
Yes, if there's someone on that track I know I don't want to run my body into on skates, it's Dolomite. Elevated, going to start with one blocker in the box. And this might be a new jammer out on the Jam Rat skate line for North Texas. I can't quite see their number. We'll see here in a second.
All right, out on the Skate Rats Jam line, we have Meep Meep versus
Feisty AF, it looks like.
Feisty. Okay, new jammer for North Texas. Just going up against some tough. This defense has been so tough. Both teams are very focused on it.
That's right. Feisty doing really good work, keeping her feet moving, not giving up, keeping that momentum, pushing forward. That defense is just so strong. Oh, and a great catch by North Texas defense on that scoring pass.
Oh.
And that's going to be a star pass to Biel's. Oh, let's see. Yes, a star pass to Biel's.
It was successful, yes.
Also working hard to get through that defense. Do you know, I've never, I think, seen once Beelzebubty get frustrated on the track. She never does. Let's see if we're going to do the call or not. Oh!
Right at the last second.
I'm curious if Bees... Oh.
And Beezy got 3 points on that one.
That was a nice little, like, apex hip flip. That was...
Yeah.
I don't even know what I just saw. That was so quick and precise.
Mm-hmm. Perfect way to steal those points.
Super great.
All right, this could be the last jam.
This could be. We got
going into it.
Yep.
Skate Rats jam line. Banff on the jam line versus probably Malice. Yeah, Malice.
Malice. Oh, these balls are going to want to fight for some strong defense in this last jam. Potential last jam.
Banff out first, and it's a tight one.
Malice right behind. Banff looking to the bench to see what the strategy is going to be.
The strategy is to call it. Let's see if there's a timeout called here, because I think both teams have timeouts, or both teams have clock stoppages.
That's right. I think it's going to be a 2-2 in that jam.
Official review called by Elevated.
We'll see if they use this as an official review or a timeout. Oh, what a great game this has been. I'm super excited to see both these teams the rest of this weekend. They've had their first game here, and see how they adjust, see how they grow, see how they do.
Yeah, Elevated playing well here. I don't know who their opponent is tomorrow. Oh, it's standbys, right? They play standbys.
I don't.
Yeah,
know.
they play standbys.
I don't have that schedule.
And so this win will put them at 8-2 for this season.
It's a great place to be.
Yeah.
We said there. Now in these games, well, actually, I might take that back. If you are in-house this weekend as well while you're live streaming this particular game, but you'll be in with us later, be sure to stop by our bar as well. We got cold drinks, some snacks, and of course some adult beverages. We'll have food trucks as well this entire weekend. And if you're live streaming this event and haven't been to a Denver Roller Derby game but are in the area, come check us out. We'd like to make it a full day of entertainment. See the officials discussing whatever official review was brought by Elevated. So it looks like they aren't using this just as a timeout, but a real official review.
Yeah, I see Rocket over there explaining it to Kells and Banff and Coach Moth for North Texas. Hopefully we'll get a result here.
All right, we got some inside information from our head officials. Elevated tried to get a back block called on the North Texas jammer. The officials said that the contact was on the side and not on the back, so the no call stands.
Okay, potentially the last jam of the game, and the jammers who started on the Skate Rats jam line is Fighting Girlfriend, who is so close to being lead.
Close.
Against Tombstone Waits. Tombstone Waits taking the hat off.
Beezy getting ready for that pass. Oh, and a great pass from Beelzebub.
Yeah. She's taken a lot of star passes in this game.
She's a... Oh.
And the jammer with the force out there, Tombstone Waits forcing the other jammer out. That's got to feel nice, a little bit of revenge.
Absolutely.
Just, you had to pass the star and you get to force the jammer out. That's cool. That's cool.
I do love when I see jammers do that after the start pass.
Yeah. Okay, so that is it. We have an unofficial score of 192-70 in favor of Elevated over North Texas. So that will basically do it for our fourth game of the day.
That's right. This was game 4.
Stay tuned. We've got 2 more games tonight.
We have 2 homework games tonight.
Yeah,
and let's
at 6 o'clock and at 8 p.m.
With that in mind, let's give another huge shout out to our officials. That is a lot of games to officiate in one day.
And a shout out to Jets Pizza for keeping them fueled up.
Yes, thank you. All right.
Well, we'll be signing off. We'll be back live. It won't be us specifically, but we'll be back live.
Chai. You'll have to think.
We'll have Chai Kilski here for the next game that starts at 6 p.m.
That'll be a fun one to listen to. All right. Bye.